Hey everybody, a little update on the K20 project that we got. Finally got a little bit of time to mess with it and got the rear springs installed. Originally the only thing we had on it in the lift for the back was the shackle flip. It's a 4-inch shackle flip we got from DIY. So it was already in it. We took the factory springs out, which those were actually out of a old K5 that we had. These ones are, I've had them actually, these originally I got them for that K5 and it was in it for a few months, and then took them out, put them in the shed. So I mean they're still, you know, they're still like this. They got the wrappers and everything on them. We got them installed today. Finally had some free time. But tip for that is always make sure you got help. It was a bear on my own, but it worked out kind of nice because the pinion angle, when I had the other springs in it, the pinion was it was pitched up some, and it made it nice. I got these put in there and it put it right about where it needs to be. I mean it's almost straight with the shaft, and those guys sell the shims where you can angle your pinion up, down, whichever way you want to go. That's where this part comes in. This is the hanger for the front of the rear spring that I got off those guys, and they're fully adjustable, so it makes it nice because you can slide your whole rear axle assembly. You can slide it forward, backwards, whichever way you want to go with it. And so it made it nice because when we got the truck and first started on it, the factory hangers were ate up with rust. And I mean, they were completely shot up here on the top, so you can see straight through them. And done some digging around. I was going to put the factory style back on it, but by the time I bought the front ones and the rear ones, it was a lot cheaper to go through these guys. Shipping's not real awful bad. I mean, they're based out in Iowa. From Iowa to Ohio, it wasn't too awful bad, but these guys, I mean, they make really nice product. It's they even came with the hangers. The spring hangers, you can actually get them to where it's just the each side, or they give the option to have the pin put in it. I went ahead and went with the pin. Just a little bit more durable. I mean, everybody's different. It comes with all the grade 8 bolt hardware for, you know, the install. All you gotta do is take out the factory rivets. This with the, so it's a 4-inch hanger kit, 8-inch springs from can't remember who got these from Superlift or one of them. I can't remember, it's been a while, but for the two combined, put the bottom of the frame, let's see, I think it was, yeah, right about, just a hair over 40 inches of clearance on the back of the frame. So that's not too bad. I just have to level it out now because it was down a little in the back. Now it's up a little bit in the back, in the back, and a little higher than the front, but no big deal. That's an easy fix, but not too bad. The shaft came out. I thought I was going to have to hook the dry shaft, but it's definitely going to have to get it lengthened up a couple inches, maybe, depends on, you know, the leaf springs. I mean, it ain't going to droop a whole lot, but I might get an inch or two added to it. Maybe, well, probably a couple inches at least, give it a little room to move around. Didn't put it on too bad of an angle up there. The front shaft, haven't had a chance to have it lengthened yet. I'm glad I didn't, because I may have to change the length on it. But the bed is probably going to be the next part of the project. The previous owner, I don't know what it was for. I don't know if you can see it, but they had a plate put in up there at the top. I have no idea what it was for, because it was underneath the original bed. I've never seen anything like that, and it's weird because, I mean, you can see the nuts and stuff they have up there, but the bed, it didn't have any holes in it. So I have no clue what the purpose was for that, but everything looks good and solid, so we're going to redo the bed. I wish I had thought about it before we built this one. So we're going to relocate the batteries and move the fuel cell forward, probably do something different with the exhaust to keep it away from the fuel tank, and you can see where it goes. the stacks, and this 3-inch pipe up the back with both batteries are here. 22-gallon fuel cell, so we're going to relocate the batteries. Most likely take the pipes down, run them underneath along the frame so we can move the fuel cell forward, and then shorten the bed up. So I got 12,000 pound winch I was going to throw on the front, so once we move all this forward we can access that plate. And so to put the winch, I think it's, yeah, just about right above the pinion. It looks like it's about where it's at, so it'd be like, you know, right here somewhere, just to the front of the back tires, but it'd be like right in the middle of the frame. It's one of those 12,000 pound winches from Harbor Freight. They do pretty good. You know, a couple guys that have them, but yeah, I mean, you can get a better view of it. I mean, it looks like it's welded in pretty solid. I have no idea what they was doing with it, but it definitely was no holes in that bed. I got a buddy of mine, I'll have to get in somewhere and check the welds on it, because it's like it's been there for a while. But on the brake line, we'll have to adjust it some more. And there's the shocks we had. These shocks were almost stretched out when we just done the shackle flip on it. Man, there ain't no way they're fully extended down, so I started looking around at some shocks, and I think that's about all we've done to it right now. And we still got to get the finished boxing in the rear of the frame. It's bolted in, but the guy's buddy of mine is gonna take care of all the welding to fully box it. So since we're putting the winch on it, we're probably going to box it all the way up. It's probably maybe to that to the factory cross member up there. These are pretty nice. This is part of when you get the hanger brackets. They come with the piece. They don't just like bolt straight in and that's it. These guys, they give you the bracket that goes top to bottom on both sides of that hanger to fully support it, so you don't have to worry about no cracks or anything given. And they specialize in all this heavy grade stuff. You guys get a chance, they got a really nice setup. They specialize in especially the old GM square bodies. It's their website was DIY4x.com. They do a lot more than GM, but they got a really nice selection for the Chevy squares. They do full axle swap conversions for almost anything. Real nice guys. We didn't have any. Was trying to figure out how to do an anchor spot on the back. Came across these hangers. I think these are actually off of a Expedition. These are real nice. There's an Expedition or an old 3/4 ton or F350 Ford, but they're just the right spread on them for the bolts to go from where we had everything bolted up in here. They're just the right distance. So once we get everything boxed in, these will be getting mounted on. Especially since we're shortening up the bed, it'll be an easy install. But other than that, that's pretty much the only thing I've had time to do since I'm short on funds, just now getting back to work full time. So hopefully we'll be able to get back at it. These are nice if you guys get a chance to check them out, because all you do is just knock out the factory rivets that's on your hanger. The easy way I found to do them was take a grinder and put like a cross pattern in the factory rivet and just take an air chisel and they come right out. The pry bar in there and just push it and it pops the hanger right off, no problem. You can see over on the other side, I mean, it's all grade 8 bolts that come with it. The hangers in the back, they supply all the polyurethane bushings and everything for it. Same way it comes with all the hardware to install. The only thing I wish I'd have done a little different was, instead of taking the frame practically all the way to the hanger, I wish I'd left it out a little bit more. But it's going together. Still got to get the carburetor situation taken care of. Haven't had a chance to do that money wise, but it's getting there. Still got to do a little bit more trimming on the cab where it was rotted out. So get that. Still got to get that cut off. I think I done. Yeah, I got the other side done already. Still got to cut that off for somebody ends up getting cut up on it. Other than that, that's pretty much the only thing I've had time to do. But it turned out pretty good. I was surprised. I didn't expect it. I knew it lifted up some, but I wasn't expecting that much. I don't know if you can tell. It's got the 38s on the back. And I still have the 35s on the front. The 38s that I had for the front, they air down over time, so I left them off. I don't think I can get a wide enough shot to tell, but it's about 2 inches higher in the front now. The front, I got the one shock installed, but I'm going to end up having to take the shocks back off of it. I think I already showed you guys. I started getting the steering replaced in it. I got the one link replaced, the upper steering arm replaced, and wanting to get the pitman arm, one of the drop pitman arms on it. If you guys get a chance, check out their website. The next big purchase I'm saving up for, it goes on the front. Up here, you get on there and look. It's called a A-bomb for the square bodies. This thing is sweet. It doesn't go all the way out like a full bumper does. It only comes out probably a little bit farther than I have this angle iron. Probably, I don't know, maybe out to this tow bar. It's just enough for a 12,000 pound worn winch, which is what it's built for. And it comes out the winch where your support is right here in front of the radiator. The winch is so far in, the winch almost touches that support. And actually, if you're running a grill, the front piece of trim that's at the bottom of the grill of the metal, you actually, on some of them, you have to trim it. But this one, of course, we ain't got to worry about that. But that thing's, it's a little pricey, but man, it's super beefy. It's worth checking out if you're looking for something like that. But it mounts. You have to take out. It replaces where your front spring comes up right here. It replaces all this hardware. It replaces the mount for the core support, and it's just one big massive unit. And it comes in the front. It'll come with anchor spots. They supply the big heavy duty D-rings for it and everything, all the grade 8 bolts, all the hardware. This one probably won't be that bad to do since there's no fenders on the truck, but I haven't looked, but they said that there's a YouTube video out there of a guy with a K5 that done his. I haven't looked for it yet, but it might be kind of tough. Some rivets in there might be hard to get to, because you got to knock out all them factory rivets. And for the core support, you have the body mount, and the ones up in here on the front of the spring hanger, all that has to be chiseled out. But once you get it in there, it's fully adjustable, like my rear hangers are. You can run different length leaf springs in the front. And they also have another part of their kit is on the back of the front spring where this mount is. They offer they don't supply the bit to put the hole in the frame, but they supply the diagram, so you drill in the right spot and all the hardware and everything to relocate this. And once you get that in there, it comes with all heavy duty parts and all that. Then you can run any side or any length leaf spring in it, and it's the same as the back. You can slide your front end forward, backwards, however you want to do it for your wheelbase length. However you want to do your approach. And mine, I'll probably just leave mine in the factory location, but it's the same as the back. Has the front will have multiple holes in it where you can run whatever length spring you want. But we're getting there, definitely getting there. It's got to get engine wise. I believe it's just the carburetor issue that we had, and picked up a small oil leak. I think leaking around the oil pan. I have to get a new oil pan gasket for it, get the carburetor situation taken care of, and get those new plug wires put on it. And I got the tubes. This one we're going to redo. Haven't been able to track a seat down yet, but the tube door, we're going to redo it. I got some better tubes. These ones aren't that big in diameter. These are only 2-3 inches maybe. The other ones are 5 or 6 inches in diameter. So we're going to redo the tube doors, and hopefully, I don't think I'll have it out this year at all. So definitely over the winter, hopefully we'll have it ready for the mud bog season next year. But so we'll see. I'm going to pick up a set of doors for it also, so it doesn't have everything slinging inside the truck. Use the tube doors for the trails. But as soon as I get a chance to do some more, I'll make a video of it. She's coming along little by little. Thanks for watching.